Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, today we're doing something I'm actually really excited about. We're taking what could be a standard physical education textbook chapter, specifically Unit 2 on physical and motor fitness, and totally transforming it into a dynamic, action-packed manual for your own personal fitness journey. Whether you're looking to understand the mechanics of group sports or just trying to figure out how to baseline your own physical capabilities, we've got you covered.
All right, let's jump right into this core mission straight from the chapter's opening. The whole philosophy here, it's that fitness isn't just about playing a single game and then going home. No way. It's about building real capabilities over time. We're talking about intentional, structured movements that systematically level up your heart, your muscles, and your agility. But hey, before we hit the field and look at the actual games, we need to get our definitions straight. What does motor fitness actually mean here? Well, simply put, it's about enhancing those fundamental skills, running, jumping, and moving, by really utilizing your body's large muscle groups. We aren't talking about fine motor skills like typing or tying your shoes. This is about gross motor skills. It's literally the engine that drives your endurance and strength in the real world.
To make all this super practical, we're treating this entire chapter as a vibrant, interactive training manual. It's a journey, right? Taking you from the simple joy of basic play all the way to measurable physiological progress. We want to help you set those baselines and ultimately absolutely crush your goals.
So here's our roadmap for this explainer. We're going to cover the goals of Unit 2, jump into agility and strength games, explore teamwork and traditional sports, look at fueling your active body, and finally, testing your fitness limits. Let's get into it.
Starting right off with Section 1, Agility and Strength Games, Building Capabilities.
The very first challenge the chapter throws at us is all about agility. It's a game called Set It Up, Knock It Down. The rules are super simple, just 3 quick steps. You scatter markers across a field, form 2 teams, markers up and markers down, and on the whistle, it is absolute chaos in the best way possible. You're sprinting, you're bending, flipping markers to your team's position, and counting up your success at the end. It's this fantastic, high-energy test of strategy, spatial awareness, and just rapid-fire agility.
Now, throughout the source text, there are these great little reflection moments called circle time and pop-up tips. And one key takeaway here is absolutely crucial. Always set realistic but challenging goals. Whether you're flipping markers or running laps on a track, your goals need to push your limits while still being achievable. Like, if you flipped 10 markers this round, make your goal 12 for the next one. Progressive overload applies to agility just as much as it does to weightlifting.
It's actually really interesting how the chapter shifts gears from agility to strength with a game called Dan Kibori. It's basically a super fun, high-energy form of resistance training. You pair up and one student races while carrying the other on their back. What you're doing here is using your partner's body weight to actively work against gravity. It is incredibly demanding and brilliantly develops your strength, balance, and coordination all at the same time. Plus, the chapter notes that you can even tweak your body posture during the race to dial the difficulty up or down.
Moving right along, let's hit Section 2, Teamwork and Traditional Sports, Coordinating Movements. This next concept brilliantly illustrates what happens when you combine teamwork with physical effort. Take the caterpillar race. The chapter levels up the difficulty here by forcing cardiovascular endurance to mix with some seriously intense teamwork. Just think about the unique posture required for this. Team members have to use their legs and arms to push and pull themselves forward, all while literally holding the ankles of the person behind them. The first team to cross the finish line while staying perfectly connected takes the win.
So the crucial point the text makes during the post-game circle time reflection is this stark difference between inefficient and coordinated movement. Think about it. If just one person in that caterpillar line moves off rhythm, they create a massive obstacle and hinder the entire group. It's just physics, right? Conversely, highly coordinated technique drastically improves the overall efficiency and speed of the whole group. It really drives home the idea that form and timing matter just as much as raw effort.
The source material also beautifully weaves in cultural diversity with traditional regional games like Atyapatya. This is a traditional Bhartiya tag and running game played on a rectangular court with trenches. And wow, does it demand rapid decision-making. Runners have to cross as many trenches as possible while defenders try to tag them out. It's a flawless blend of high-speed physical output and complex cognitive strategy. And for building that sustained cardiovascular endurance, we've got the skipping song. This activity combines a step and a hop to create this light, gliding locomotor motion. The text explains that a skip actually has an uneven rhythm. There's more emphasis on the step than the hop, which results in this brief moment where both feet are completely off the ground. Doing this continuously with a jump rope over a 20-meter stretch? Oh yeah, that's going to spike your heart rate and build incredible stamina.
We've talked a ton about physical output, so let's shift gears to Section 3, fueling your active body, optimal nutrition.
Look, you simply can't perform these games without the right fuel. The chapter's dietary guidelines are punchy, clear, and laser-focused on muscle recovery and energy. You've got to load up on dark leafy greens like spinach and orange veggies like sweet potatoes for those vital complex carbs. You need dry beans, lentils, and lean, low-fat proteins to rebuild the muscle tissue you break down during, say, that intense caterpillar race. And of course, low-fat milk or lactose-free alternatives are essential for the calcium your bones need to withstand the impact of all that jumping and skipping.
Finally, let's explore Section 4, testing your fitness limits, measuring progress.
All of this effort builds up to a tangible framework for testing your physical baselines. The chapter provides a really clean breakdown for final assessments. It shows you exactly how to measure agility using a t-test, endurance with a 600-meter run or a 3-minute step test, and muscular strength with 1 minute of max push-ups. But more importantly, pay attention to the goal setting. It tells you exactly how to set a tangible target. If you run the 600 meters today, your goal for next month isn't just a vague be faster. It's specifically to shave off 10 to 20 seconds. If you do the step test, your goal is a lower resting heart rate over time. It's all about measurable progress.
Keep this pop-up tip in mind when you're staring down that 600-meter run or the step test. The text explicitly reminds us that activities performed for a longer duration are exactly what strengthen your heart and lung capabilities. It's that sustained, continuous effort that forces physiological adaptation. So that burning in your lungs, that's just weakness leaving the body.
I'm going to leave you with this direct challenge taken straight from the chapter's final reflection section. After you set your baselines, played the games, fueled your body, and retested, where did you see the most improvement, and what remains your absolute biggest physical challenge? Contemplate your own fitness journey, identify those baselines today, and figure out exactly how you're going to crush your next goal. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you next time.